everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kendra and I am so happy to see that you're here. Don't be shy. Feel free to leave a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you haven't yet, and we can even get to know each other if you'd like to chat back and forth. I'm a chatter. So stick around, and if you are not new, welcome back, friends. Let's see, I've got a collab. It's hashtag What's Up Wednesday at Tiho Creates. On this day, we just talk about what we're doing. What's up on Wednesday? What's up on Wednesday? Start with last night. Dinner fail. I don't have a lot of these, but this was a dinner fail. I wrote it down here, cube steak, mashed potatoes from scratch, gravy, green beans, croissant rolls. Thumbs down everywhere. One child was heard to say, he's an adult, was heard to say, "What kind of meat is this?" Here's the problem. I don't make cube steak. I can't remember the last time I ever made cube steak, but it was in my freezer and I said, I need to use it. They didn't care for it. So what I did was I took it out, I defrosted it. I did salt, pepper, onion powder, and flour to, start the gravy going. Put them in my crock pot, added beef bouillon, cooked them on low so that they were nice and tender. And they were tender, but they were dry. So that won't happen again. Chinese food tonight. You're about to see that because I have a grocery haul for my What's Up Wednesday. Here we go. I've got my bags in and I've put, I think, all the fresh fruits and vegetables on first. And this is the only thing that's not. It's the Seattle sourdough. And I've got one kid and myself who love this stuff. Just not really for sandwiches so much as just, well, one of the kids does make sandwiches with it. Anyway, it's good stuff. I still have bananas right there, but those are going for banana nut bread. There's 3 of them. That's plenty. That's what I needed. But I got more, and they're in beautiful shape, I think. Unless they were beat up and they'll turn tomorrow. Sometimes you'll see things that were like a knock in it or something. You know what I mean? Anyway, where did these come from? Product, country of origin. I can't read it because the bag's on it. They came from, does anybody else see it? I'm going to have to put the camera down and look better. Yes, Mexico. Look for these to go up in price. I'm worried about, the only thing in the tariffs that I can think of that I'm going to feel it is going to be in groceries. Because I don't need a new car. I don't need electronics. China, for my Amazon habit, for scrapbooking and art supplies, I will definitely feel it. But mostly in food. So here's a China thing. I meant Mexico, I'm sorry. Well, and here's another product of Mexico, and it's my poblano peppers. I don't have the actual container that my jalapeno came in, but I can grow these in the summer and get a little bit anyway. Not near what we use, but I can get a little bit. So at least this is going to go up in price, if it hasn't already. Product of Canada. Do we have tariffs on Canada already, or just Mexico and China? I think they did a stand down on Canada for now, but I'm not positive. But these are my mushrooms, and that's where my mushrooms came from. Fortunately, we're not that far from Canada. It's about a 5-hour drive from my house to the border, I think. I also still had tomatoes. These are the tomatoes on the vine up there, and I'll use these first. I'm going to do BLTs Friday night, maybe. And so today I ordered some of these plum tomatoes or Italian, whatever you call these. And I'm not sure, really what country they would, hopefully Florida, California, Arizona, but there's no package, so I don't know where these came from or if they're included in the tariff. All 3 of my peppers, my red and my green, are products of Mexico. I just never looked before, I mean, I've seen it, but I've never taken note. So I hope that these don't go sky high. See, I use a lot of fresh vegetables. If I canned peppers, and I was happy with that being canned, but I'm really not. I like the taste of fresh best. I will use frozen in a pinch, but I think those are going to be expensive too if they're coming from Mexico. We like sweet potatoes just as much as we like russets baked. We like sweet potatoes here. There's no sticker on these, so I don't know if they grew them in the South or they grew them in the other South, like way down south to Mexico or wherever. So I wish they'd put stickers on it so I would know. So for me and my Walmart, I found it to be a dreadful mess when I order regular green onions, like green onions. They are typically really beat up, torn up. I mean, like old, limp. So I found that when I buy the more expensive organic market side green onions, they're beautiful. There's no beat up here. They're beautiful. They're about $1 more, maybe a little bit more. They are also a product of Mexico. I'm pretty sure we could grow these in the United States. We may start. But these are organic, so I'm happy with them, and they're beautiful. Lately, my celery has also looked anemic, like whitish. Well, we're just coming out of the winter, so maybe that's why. But I went ahead and got organic in hopes that it's fresher and will last longer. Wash before use. I would certainly hope so. But anyway, can you believe it? It's also a product of Mexico, if I can find that. Maybe it's, yeah. Product of Mexico. I like these little Melissa's Baby Dutch yellow potatoes for a lot of things. They're great for hot crash potatoes. It's a Pioneer Woman recipe. Wonderful for that. They're great for soups and stews. And I also like them. What was I going to say? Oh, I just saw a recipe. And I think you just soft boil them. You know, like you would an egg until you can take a toothpick and run it through. You cut it in half. You scoop out the white part and leave the shell like it's, a baked potato kind of that you're going to stuff. And then you stuff it back with the potato mixture, celery, mayonnaise, onion, all of the things that you would put in your potato salad. Stick it in the fridge. Serve it cold, and it's potato salad bites. Yes! This is a product of the USA. Grown in Idaho, which is just not far from us as the world turns. And somewhere I saw on here, product of the USA. Let me see if I can find that for you. There it is. Product of the USA right there. Yay, one thing so far. And finally, lastly, in the fresh vegetables and fruits, I got 2 kinds of mandarins. Peels, bigger bag, and they're the same brand. What's different about them? I guess just the size. Sweet and juicy seedless, sweet and juicy, easy to peel. Somebody's got seeds. But they're both grown in the USA. Produce of the USA, organic. And this one probably isn't. I don't know. Anyway, produce of the USA. Well, last time I had a haul, there were no eggs to be found. So I got no eggs that time. But I sent a kid to the store and they got some, and there's probably 6 left in it. This time I ordered 2 of the dozens. So if I had gotten 24, it would have been just fine. But at least I'll get 1, I figured, and I did. And trouble is, I went to, do to make sure they're all loose. This one wasn't loose. I flipped it over, and it has been man-handled or woman-handled or kid-handled. So that's what you get. 11 eggs for the price of a dozen. It's a deal, boys and girls. I'll get rid of that. I can't reuse this either now. I give my empties to a guy who has eggs down the road. And here's the rest of my dairy. I got 2 of the Great Value cream cheese, 1 of the 4% fat, this is my favorite brand, Daisy, 10 grams of protein. And this is something I do not drink, but my husband loves it. It just switches the whole flavor of the coffee to me, so I'm not a fan of vanilla coffee creamer. Who knew? All right, here's dinner tonight, Wednesday. They'll be happier with this than they were the cube steaks last night. As expensive as this is, it's less than getting it from the Chinese takeout place, so I'm going to do it once in a while. We've got sweet and sour chicken entree, a crispy honey chicken entree, orange chicken entree, vegetable fried rice side dish, and a vegetable lo mein side dish. I kind of wish I had gotten 2 of these and not this, but oh well. And then we've also got a side dish of sticky rice. So that's going to be dinner, and I'm pretty happy with it. These are the last 2 things I got for frozen freezer kind of thing. And so I got the Voila Skillet Meals Chili Ranch Chicken, and I have never had this before, but I've always liked this brand. It's a Bird's Eye company. I've always liked it, so hopefully this will be good too. It says it has white chicken meat, pasta, broccoli, carrots, and corn in a creamy ranch and cheddar cheese sauce. Corn's okay, but it's kind of a filler in this kind of thing, you know? Oh well. And then I got these last time, well, not one of the last times I shopped. And my husband thought it was good, and I thought it was good. So to me, they taste like McDonald's French fries. I said that last time I showed these, but if you've not gotten them, kids think they're cute, because I'm a kid, and I think they're cute. Okay, and now I think, a few more things, just a few. Here are the last 4 things that are not drinks. So I got the 24 equals 96 Angel Soft. And I finished one off, and when I finished one off, I put another one out there, and you know, that way I can stock up a little bit. If I bought 2, it would be better, because 2 is 1 and 1 is none, right? Who said that, Mimi? I think so. Mimi Sandy, did you say that? Milk chocolate M&Ms, and I got 3 of them. These are for baking, for springtime baking. They're pretty. These are for my granny candy dish. Brock's Classic Jelly Beans. I used to buy Jelly Bellies every year too, but I'm not going there. Things are too high now, and I'm not going to get that. It's just, they can get it. They all have jobs. And then there's Rayo's, because I made spaghetti last week. I used one. I replaced one. I actually have like, I don't know, 6 out in the shelves, but I asked for 2 of the smaller ones, but I got 1 big one. So they took liberties. I said no substitutions, but they never look. They don't care. I wonder where this comes from. Does it come from Mexico? I'm going to look that up and let you know. I'm not sure I understand what it's saying. It said it is produced and sold in the United States with additional distribution from Canada, Mexico, and Asia. So it's got the trifecta of, yeah, tariffs. All right, this is the last of it, just the drinks. These are for the kids. They are made in Mexico, says right on there, and distributed by Mexico, I'm sure. Topo Chico, my usual. None of this is something I've just started buying. I've always bought this. Also comes from Mexico. And Pepsi Cola made with real sugar is for my husband. This is his drink of choice, and it's what I always buy. And so that is it. And I'm going to put the prices, the total, and everything up for you guys to see at the end. So I'll go get the total. I'm not even sure what it was. My Romas were $1.45, and it looks like I got 6. And my bananas were $1.16. They were organic. And then I've got peppers here, and I'm trying to see through this. You put your glasses down, Kendra. $1.16 for my jalapenos, $3.17 for 2 sweet potatoes, fresh, which is the only way I'll eat them. And then my big bag of jelly beans, which was 36 ounces, was $7.28. Those 3 boxes of M&Ms were $3.72. Toilet paper, $15.46. That was a lot of rolls, though. That's our favorite, Angel Soft, because we're on septic and I've heard it's good for it. Well, I didn't hear it. My husband told me I heard it from him. And then 2 of the Heco in Mexico, $13.56, 4 times 12. What? Oh, 4 times 12 ounces, 8 bottles. I was like, that's not adding up. Okay, the Rayo's sauce, $6.88 is not even a big jar. I need to quit buying that. Then the Pepsi for my husband is $6.97. 2 bottles of Topo Chico mineral water, $27.94. Am I really worth that much? 140 ounce, I think, something, $16.24. Folgers. Yeah, 40.3 ounces, $16.24. I do think that's gone up. And then that sourdough bread was $5.48, also so expensive. The Great Value, yay, I did something right. $3.26 for 2 of the Great Value cream cheese. 2 of the organic, beautiful green onions or scallions, whatever you call them, $3.72. The Daisy sour cream was a small container, and it was $3.24. The Poblanos, $2.64. It says quantity 1, but that's because it was all in a bag. It looked like there's 16 ounces, so I would say there's probably 6 in there, 5 or 6. And then 1 bag of the mandarins were $3.98. And then those potatoes were only $2.62, but they're a tiny bag. But they'll work well for what the recipe I want to use them for. 1 dozen eggs, $5.97. My husband's creamer, $3.98. What a steal. Then we've got, the Chinese food's so expensive. $9.97 for the sweet and sour chicken. $5.97 for the crispy honey chicken. Regular rice, $3.97. I should have just made that. The vegetable lo mein, $4.98. The vegetable fried rice, $3.97. The orange chicken meal, $5.97. I think that's it. And then I've got the Voila Skillet family size cheesy ranch chicken skillet TV dinner meal. I never thought of it as a TV dinner meal, but okay. $8.48, but it's got the meat, it's got the pasta, it's got everything in it. I will serve it with a dessert or a fruit or something and call it good. And then the Smiles, I love them, $3.92. And then peppers, $1.48 for 1 red. Celery was $2.87. 2 green bell peppers, $1.84. Another bag of the these are clementines, and the others said mandarins, but they say mandarins on the bag. So that's why I got 2 different kinds here. Okay, well, anyway, $3.97. White mushrooms, $2.23. What's this? Oh, egg. It says, one of the eggs, because I told you I bought 2 just in case. 1 was missing. And what's this other thing that's unavailable? Half and half. Yeah, now I remember. So my total came to, I think I told you, $206.18. Let me find out after bags, tax, blah, blah. It shouldn't be tax. I don't think, maybe I did. Let me look. All right, so I was wrong. Bags were 64 cents and tax was $5.88 because they count, I think, toilet paper and I got a couple other things like sodas taxed. Sodas taxed, and I got 2 of the Cokes and 1 of the Pepsi, and I think they probably taxed the water too because it's carbonated. Anyway, Tip was $21.39, and the total was $227.57. So, I believe this will be my last haul delivered until sometime in May. So, here we have it. So that is all I have, and I want to say thank you to our hostess with the mostest, and I lost the card where I wrote her name down. I've been doing her collab steady now for over a year, and I cannot remember her name for the life of me. I am so sorry. Anyway, if you want to get in on this, it's hashtag What's Up Wednesday, and her channel is at Tiho Creates. Put it in your title or your put it in your title or your, good grief. Yeah, I keep saying it's that I need water, but it's probably something else. Getting senile. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Sub if you haven't. Title or description. Boo, I thought of it.